Ladies and gents, welcome to the journalist DJ Locom. He's no stranger, Tman Xpress, he's a friend of the show, man. How are you feeling today, bro?
I'm feeling 100%, especially now that you're back.
Yo, man, I'm back with the interviews. I've been gone for a while, but now I'm back, And what a nice way to kick it off than, our old friend Tman Xpress. Yo, Tman, man, we haven't spoken in like a year or so. How have you been, bro, over the past 12 months since I last saw you?
Man, I've been good, man. I've been asking myself, where have you been,
Yeah.
But, still more music, more humbleness, and more blessings, It's like that. Don't complicate it, it's like that.
Yo, man, so let's get into the music, man, I was saying to you offline earlier on that I heard you on Heavy K's album, man. Sounding spiritual, bro. I'm like, damn, Heavy K and, Tman are cooking some crazy music here. So in terms of direction, man, is that what we can expect from you moving forward?
Yeah, man, I'm doing a lot of three-step, The three-step down is moving, I think it's going to create a new wave. So I just want to also just hop onto it, and just help everybody that's opening onto it. And just try and elevate it to other heights, because it's also like a genre from South Africa, So anything that's original, I want to be on it. So yeah, that's how I'm going to be moving. But still going to be doing piano. There's a lot of JD coming, so hey. Three-step, this is JD. We are going. We are moving.
I think you're one of the hardest working artists, man, because every time I speak to you, it's either you are from a studio session or you are going to the studio session. So for the kids out there that look up to you, how much work does it take? How many songs do you record a week or a month, you think?
If this is your thing, you always have to work. You always have to be in the studio, dog. I make a song every day, probably like a week. I make plus minus 7 to 10 songs a week. Some of the songs I even forget, But I always go back, repolish, and make sure that I always just, improve on whatever I'm doing. So if you really want to do this, you need to be in the studio. You need to be in the office. Just like how everybody wakes up and goes to 9 to 5, you need to wake up and go to the studio and put in the work.
Yeah. Speaking about 9 to 5, you just reminded me, when I met you, you had a job, man. At what point did you decide, I'm quitting this job now?
Hey, dog, I think when this thing was calling me too much, I decided when I was hearing this voice, I was like, let me just listen to this voice and tell them what this voice is saying. This voice was saying, quit this 9 to 5 and go chase your dream, nigga. Go and chase your dream. And I chased it, dog. And I'm catching up.
and you're still growing, man, And we saw online you were trending in a nice German vehicle. You're driving a young beast there. Tell me about that, bro.
I know, it's my new car, it's a BMW 105. I'm new in the German industry, so I just want to see how does it feel to own a German car and maybe, own other ones, go to like M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, all the way, my man, So it's a nice feeling, to be able to purchase such cars and be able to own one, As we were growing, it was our dream to always drive like a BMW or Mercedes or what, I never thought I'd get that far, but when it happened, I knew that, this is actually possible. So yeah, man, it's a ha.
Yo, man, the other day, this week actually was your mom's birthday. You posted her.
Today.
Oh yeah, today. Yeah, today's your mom's birthday.
Yeah, man.
How does she feel, man, when she sees your success? What do you guys talk about? Does she say, hey, Manaka, well, I knew you were going to make it, How is that like?
Hey, man, my mom is proud of me, dog, She's everything to me. I think without my mom, I wouldn't be where I am,
Yeah.
That lady has supported me through thick and thin. Everything that I've been doing, she's been there, dog. She's been trying to make sure that I get all the support that I can get, When I'm at my lowest and when I'm at my highest. She was always there to ensure that I always remember that she's got my back. I always remember that I have a home. I always remember that I've got her, So even when things were low, I knew that my mom would pull up, Even when things are high, I pull up for her. And I'm still going to pull up for her even more.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing. Last question, going back to the music, bro. Tman Xpress, we know you, you know. By the way, if you want to follow his journey, I've interviewed him a few times on the platform where he talks about where he's from and all that. But just to recap, he started as an Afro-tech artist, and obviously now, you know, he's Amapiano, 3-step. So I want to know, like, in studio now, what are you working on? What are the plans?
Right now in studio, man, I have an album coming out, joint album with Mellow Sleazy, called Midnights at Deep Loop. You know they've been releasing the Midnight and Sunnyside series. So now that Tman Xpress is in the jam, I said let's take it to Deep Loop, my hometown. Midnights in Deep Loop is gonna give you JT. JT is a new sound, you know, Mellow Sleazy are coming with a new sound called JT. I'm hopping on it with the vocals. JT is coming soon. Right now, we're dropping Panoi this midnight, tonight. Nice. We're dropping the first single called Panoi. And then on the 20th of April, just the day after my birthday, we're dropping the full album called Midnights at Deep Loop with Mellow Sleazy. That's what's in the pocket, that's what's coming out. So tune in and then get rocked. And rock with us when you do.
Lastly, is there anything you want to say to your fans out there that I missed?
I just want to say to my fans, thank you for the support. Thank you for showing me all the support that you've been giving me. Thank you for not giving up on me. Thank you for always reminding me that you guys are holding it down with me. So I'm saying thank you for everything that you guys have ever done for me, you understand? Like my fans have always shown me support. They've always been there. They've always liked. They always posted. They always bought. They've always streamed, you know. So please, man, shout out to you guys, you know, and we out.
Thank you so much, bro. Oh, yeah. All right, nice one.